Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? Hope you all will be doing good. May Allah Pak keep all of you safe and healthy, and may Allah Pak be with all of you. Ameen. Topic of today's lecture is elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand basically is a concept used to measure the change or effect of change in price on demand. As we already know, whenever there occurs a change in price, that will cause a change in demand. When we measure those changes in both the variables, we use the concept, and that concept is named as elasticity of demand. Concept of elasticity of demand is defined in different ways. We can say elasticity of demand means change in quantity demanded due to change in price. Or we can say it is a percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. We always measure the changes in prices and changes in demand in the form of percentages. So that's why we say it is a percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Or we can write it like ED equals to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Degrees of elasticity of demand. First one is perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly elastic demand means without a change in price of a commodity, demand of a commodity increases. Here you can see in a table, price remains the same, quantity demanded increases. Price is 2, quantity demanded is 10. Price remains the same, that is 2, quantity demanded increases to 20. This is perfectly elastic demand. In a graph, we can show it. You can see price is OP, quantity demanded is OQ1. Price remains the same, quantity demanded increases to OQ2. When we join these points, we get a line that is demand curve, and it is parallel to x-axis, perfectly elastic demand. There is no change in price, but demand is increasing. It is perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly inelastic demand. When quantity demanded of a good does not change irrespective of changes in price, in such a case demand is known to be a perfectly inelastic demand. Here you can see in a table, price is 2, quantity demanded is 20. Price increases to 4, quantity demanded remains the same. So, when there occurs no change in quantity demanded irrespective of changes in prices, that is known as perfectly inelastic demand. This can also be shown in a graph. You can see when price is OA, quantity demanded is OM. Price increases towards C, quantity demanded remains OM. When we join these points, we get a curve or a straight line parallel to y-axis. This straight line indicates perfectly inelastic demand, right? So perfectly inelastic demand means whatever change occurs in price, quantity demanded remains the same. Unitary elastic demand or ED equals to 1. In unitary elastic demand, percentage change in quantity demanded is always equals to percentage change in price. In table you can see price is 4, quantity demanded is 200. There is a change of 50% in price. Price reduces to 2. Quantity demanded increases, but change in quantity demanded is also of 50%. You can notice here that price decreases by 50% from 4 to 2. Demand increases by 50%, that is from 200 to 400. This is elasticity equals to 1 or unitary elastic demand. This can also be shown in a graph. You can see price is OA, or according to table we can say price is 4, quantity demanded is 200. Price decreases to 2, there is a change of 50% in price. Demand increases to 400, change of 50% in demand also. So, when we join these 2 points, we get a curve, and this curve is known as demand curve, which is perfectly elastic. So, perfectly elastic demand means equivalent change, rate of change is equal in both the variables. If there is a change of 50% in prices, there will be a change of 50% in demand also. Elastic demand. Elastic demand or elasticity greater than 1. If in elastic demand, percentage change in quantity demanded is greater than percentage change in price. You can see in a table, price is 4, quantity demanded is 100. Price decreases to 2. There is a change of 50% in price, but demand increases more than 50%. You can see at price 2, demand increases to 300. This is a change of more than 50% in demand. This is known as elastic demand or elasticity greater than 1. This can also be shown in a graph. Here you can see price is OA or price is 4, quantity demanded is 100. Price decreases to 2, quantity demanded increases to 300. Change in quantity demanded is greater than change in price. When we join these points, we get a curve that is known as demand curve, and this curve will be little flatter. In case of elasticity greater than 1, demand curve will be of a flatter shape, indicating that change in quantity demanded is greater than change in price. Elasticity less than 1 or inelastic demand. In inelastic demand, percentage change in quantity demanded is less than percentage change in price. Here in a table you can see price is 4, quantity demanded is 100. Price decreases to 2. There is a change of 50% in price. Price decreases to 2. Quantity demanded increases, but increase in quantity demanded is less than 50%. Quantity demanded increases only to 1/10. This is an increase in demand, but it is less than 50%. So, when there occurs a change in demand less than change in price, that is known as inelastic demand or elasticity less than 1. We can show it in a graph also. Here you can see when price is 4, quantity demanded is 100. When price decreases to 2, change is of 50%. Here change in demand is lesser. Quantity demanded increases, but this change is less than 50%. By joining these points, we get a curve that is known as demand curve, and this demand curve is a demand curve of inelastic demand, showing that change in demand is less than change in price. This is all for today, girls. Till next lecture, enjoy yourselves and stay happy. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.